Hey everybody. Okay, my name is Rodney and I am a graphic designer. I'm very excited to do this. I've been meaning to talk about the way I do my work and so that we can just share how we can become, better graphic designers. I've been planning to do this for years and this is the first time I'm doing this, so I'm so excited. And today we are going to start by looking at how to design the capture 2D bubbles that look 3D. I know they look amazing and it's unbelievable that this is a 2D element, but we're going to do it in a 2D vector illustration application. So if you don't know anything about design, welcome. If you're already a great graphic designer, my hope for this channel is to take all of us and just upskill ourselves to become phenomenal graphic designers by the end of 2025. By the end of the year, my hope is that we can work together, learn together, and upskill ourselves to become just phenomenal graphic designers. So if you're ready to be on this journey with me, make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow, and let's really work on this together. I'm encouraging me as well by just letting me know what you think in the comments. I want to make these videos better and better. This is just the first one, and I'm recording it in my bedroom at the moment. But over time, I hope to make the videos better and better for you. So without wasting much time, let's create our file. So I work obviously on a Mac. You can also do this in Windows, and I'm using an application called Affinity Designer. It is a powerful vector graphic illustration tool, and as somebody who has done designs in multiple platforms, I've worked in CorelDRAW, I've worked in Adobe Illustrator, but if I can say this almost conclusively, the very best platform for me to use has been Affinity Designer. And Affinity Designer for me it has been reliably so much for me. It's been consistently number one. So if you'd like to get into Affinity Designer, just check in the comments below. I've put a link where if you click, you can buy the platform. It's not very expensive. I think it should be under $20 or something. And also, if you subscribe, I'm going to be doing a giveaway at the end of this video. So if you want to know how you can get yourself a free copy of Affinity Designer, I'll send you the licenses and everything so that it's 100% yours. Just watch the video until the end, and I will share some details for a way that you could get yourself a free license to the platform. So now let's begin. So in Affinity Designer, you just go, you open it, it should just give you, this sort of dialogue. You obviously want to go to new, but you can have templates, their lessons and everything, and you can open your recent files. But here we want to create a new file. Let me just cancel that. Here we want to create a new file, and I like working with squares, so I always go to Social Media Square, which is here. And then I like to make sure that it's 300 dpi. 300 is like your resolution, and then to create an artboard. I love working with artboards. And we create. So now, for us to understand the capture bubble, we need to just realize that it is nothing more than understanding how shapes work, how gradients work, and also how colors work together. So we just drew there a basic circle shape. And now let's put a gradient transparency just by going there. You go here, there should be a little gloss. You see that little triangle in the corner, you click that, select the gradient tool. Now you go to the edge of your shape, you see how there's like a little yellow indicator that pops up. Let me just zoom right in for you so that you can see. So you see how right there's a little yellow indicator. You just grab one of the corners and you drag and you hold the shift key, and you see it creates a nice gradient for you. That's already a fantastic start. Now you can actually turn this into a radial, which is like a circular, which is like a circular gradient. By doing this, we go to radial and boom. And then you see how over here, we've got the light color on the outside and the dark color on the inside. I always like to make sure that the lighter color is always on the inside and the darker color is always on the outside. In my experience, it makes your things just look nicer, and you can, obviously affect it like that. That looks really cool. Now, let's make it look more bubbly, right? And how do we do that? So let's duplicate it. Command J. Command J is duplicate. I guess it's J for duplicate. I've always found it quite funny. Return it white. Yeah, if you don't know how to do some of this advanced stuff, just comment below, and I do have a basic graphic design course that teaches you some of the basics of how to do this. So this level of a tutorial, I guess if it's a bit beyond your scope or your ability, just make sure you sign up for my design class so that I teach you some of the basics. Or just follow this channel. I'm probably going to do some free lessons on how I'm doing some of these things eventually. Anyways, here we go. So what we're doing now is we're creating the sort of the bubble effect, right? And I'm sure if you can already see, you know, we're already quite a good ways there, you know. I don't know why Affinity does this. Every time I move out of transparency, you know, setting, and I go out, when I come back, it has these funny double lines. I wonder if it's a glitch. The guys at Affinity, if you know what's going on with that, it's always kind of irked me. But if you guys have a good reason, then that's fine. So anyway, as you can see, we already have a pretty bubbly looking bubble. And then now we can take this to a whole other level just by applying a Gaussian effect. You see that? That's like a blur. And boom. So anyway, now let's really give this the capture effect that you know of. So let's go over here and we convert this circle to curves. That means now we can manipulate it because it's no longer a circle shape, it is now a curve shape. Because you kind of want to make it look wonky, like a real bubble, you know? So yeah, there we go. I think that feels, you know, bubbly to me. Yeah, there we go. And then now you just need to be careful with your original shape. I've always found it works when you do it like this. Yeah, there we go. And then you have a second one, maybe on the other side. That's kind of, you know, like that. It tends to just look incredible when you have them, oops, like that. And then, yeah, there we go. How's that? That looks phenomenal to me, I think. And now for the final touch to just make this, you know, an incredible graphic, right? Let's go for some color effects. Now the coloring effects we're gonna do, we're gonna use our gradient tool, of course, and we're gonna go for colors that you'd never imagine. So let's go for maybe this, oh, that's nice, I like that pink. And let's blend it in maybe with, ooh, can you see? This right here is that magic sauce that, you know, people just always wonder, how do you do this? It's just working with your colors and your gradients and making sure that everything comes together quite beautifully. You see? Okay, that's one color. Let's do maybe another one. This time, let's wonk it up a bit more. Remember, we converted this to a curve, so we can now really easily manipulate it into, you know, whatever funny shape you feel like making. I think that looks quite cool. Now, I lost an element here. Where did it go? There it is. I'm just gonna bring it back, and maybe this time we're gonna have him somewhere over there, like that. And this guy maybe can go over here and be a bit longer. I don't know, maybe like that. Do you see how I'm sort of like trying to conform to the original shape of the bubble? And then when I'm choosing my colors, you know, I'm sort of going with colors that are kind of opposite, but also that feel good to be together. Like right now, I want to go for like a green. So I wonder if there's a purple that side and there's a green this side. Which you also need to be. Ooh, there we go. Are you feeling that? I think that works for me. And then maybe this purple, we go for a. Oh yes, that feels so good. Oh, you know, when you're doing design and it's popping the way that you like, you know, it's so good. It's the feeling is. Yeah, okay, I don't wanna use the words I'm thinking about right now, but I'm sure you know what I mean. I mean, it's just it's such a wonderful experience when a design just comes together. Ooh, look at that. Okay, I like that shape. And let's go in. You know, do you see, just like that, you've got yourself the capture bubble effect, and you can use this effect in anything you want. I've won awards because of this. Let's do one more color because of this design style, and there are lots of businesses that have still to this day been using this design language, and I'm quite proud of that. You know, it really feels like something that I did that has sort of made an impact for a lot of people. Okay, where's the? There we go. Let's go for a really nice, rich red. Okay, I like that. And boom, just like that, we've got ourselves the capture 2D, 3D bubble effect. And now let's actually put this into the capture logo because I quite like this. Let's see. You know, the capture logo has been so abused. I've done probably like 10, 20 different versions of that logo over the last, I don't know, 10 years that we've been working. Maybe it's about time for me to stick to one, huh? I'm a graphic designer. I know all about consistency and the need to, like, you know, do things consistently. But for capture, as a company, I've always liked the idea of being dynamic, always changing, always moving forward, always embracing, the new stuff, and never really getting comfortable with, with what has been working for the last 10 years and just being dynamic. And because of that, I'm sort of, comfortable with just changing the logo all the time. And so, just like that, guys, we have made ourselves the Capture 3D bubbles. Let's go with Poppins. And bring it in. Maybe make this bold. That looks good. This is some expert kerning just to make sure the letters look great. I don't know. I'm kind of doing this quickly, but it should be okay. Should be okay. And just like that, guys, we have our new Capture logo for 2025, I guess. Would have been nice with a bit of black here, wouldn't it? Let me just see if I can. Guys, never ever get into the practice of what I'm doing right here. This right here is the stuff that gets graphic designers stuck in projects and never actually getting paid. No. Just when you're done with the design, just learn to let it go. And then one more thing, you see these capture letters. If we want to make them as cool and as 3D feeling as we did over there, we can do that quite simply as well by adding a linear gradient just like that, and then this little trick of just doing exactly what we did for the bubbles. Do a white diagonal, make it linear transparency just like that, and boom. Can you imagine just like that? The word capture now looks like a, like a 3D, like a 3D thingy, like a 3D thingy, And then here's where you can now come in with your Gaussian blur, just sort of blur that out a little bit, maybe make the color a bit deeper, just so that it blends in nicely. And bada boom. I'd also like to maybe add an inner shadow just to make it, just to give it a bit more mystique. Just really deepen the gradient. Just make it a bit more. Yes. And there you go. Using a 2D vector illustration application like this one to create for yourself a 3D looking symbol. And you can further enhance how it looks by just, whoa, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And so just like that, we've made some pretty 3D-ish looking bubbles and a logo, and it has taken us all of just maybe the last 10 minutes or so. So I'm very excited. I hope you gained some kind of value out of this and you learned something. If you want to have the open file version of this logo, please just comment below and say Capture 2025 and let me know that you want to learn and you want to work with me. And what I will do is I'll add your name into a private group. I'll just send you a DM, the link to a private group where I'll be sharing templates, asset libraries. I'm also going to send the open file, the vector file of this logo, and a link for you to download a free trial of Affinity Designer so that you can sort of get your hands wet. And once you're in the group, there's going to be a raffle in there where just, tiny little challenges for you, and whoever wins gets a copy of, a free copy of the Affinity Design software. And I might announce the winner in, one of the next few subsequent videos. So thank you so much for your time. I hope this has been as wonderful for you as it has been for me. And I look forward to seeing you in the future to make incredible graphics, to do wonderful work for our, for our clients. And also, even if you're a student and you just want to learn how to get into this kind of business, how to make money from graphic design for the first time in, the 10 years that I run the company, and, the length of time I've spent actually, just working in this industry, I'm gonna, share everything that I know. So let's have a lot of fun together. Let's do incredible things, and I wish you a fantastic 2025. So yeah, cheers. Actually make this my new logo. Okay.